friends. Hope you all are doing well and staying safe. Welcome back to the Football Mania, the one stop platform which brings you all the latest news, insights, and updates from the football world. The last two nights were literally exhausting, I must say. I was awake till 3 a.m. at night, expecting some quality football, and I got my, late night awake worth it because I was, expecting something and it delivered. And at the same time, we saw the UEFA Champions League throwing out those surprise elements with some young teams giving up a fight with full of passion, full of desire, and full of commitment. The number of hard challenges we saw, the number of physical duels we saw, and the amount of quality that was evident on the pitch was really exciting. And I would like to start today's video by, actually talking about the biggest upset of game week 1, and that was between Young Boys and Manchester United. And Manchester United, everyone is expecting them to, conquer the Premier League this time around with Ronaldo's presence. And we were expecting a very comfortable win for the Red Devils. However, you know that Champions League football is a different kettle of fish, and I'm sure all Young Boys fans would agree with me that their team in the end deserved it because they wanted it more, they wanted possession more, they wanted to penetrate more. Everything was, very, very, like easy on the eye for them at times. So, like going into this match, I was expecting Ronaldo to at least score one, and yes, he did. It was a very well taken finish. Wonderful assist by Bruno Fernandes to open the scoring, and you are expecting United to dominate the game with possession. However, the fans were really behind their team. Young Boys never gave up, and the red card in the 38th minute to Aaron Van Bissaka completely changed the complexion of the match. With 10 men, you are expecting United to again, be much more compact and, not try to do anything silly. And once the second half started, I was expecting Young Boys to go at United because soon after United went down to 10 men, Young Boys were playing at a different level. They were, moving the ball from side to side, not allowing the United defense to stay compact, and they were stretching them. And I think Harry Maguire and, in the second half, we saw Rafael Varane. Both of them were always kept on their toes. There were a lot of crosses which were coming into the box. However, like both of them dealt with it really well. And towards the end, we saw like, okay, it's 1-1. It was a very good shot. And after Young Boys equalized, you are expecting Young Boys to go for the jugular and you are expecting them to be on the front foot. But let's talk about the tactics, right? You talk about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, a man who is playing, who has seen United, and he's thinking that, okay, let's try to manage the game now that it is 1-1. We need to at least hold on for a draw because it is difficult to counter attack, and Ronaldo was left isolated up front. And why do you still remove Ronaldo, one of your talismans, who just needs a sniff of a chance and he can produce the match winner? Why do you remove him and put on Jesse Lingard? Like, why? Does it make any sense? Does it, affect the game in any way? What did Jesse Lingard do after coming onto the pitch? Can any one of you tell me? It is something which, it's a baffling decision, and I am sometimes left, shocked by what these managers do. And you saw what happened in the end. It was a very simple back pass which he misjudged, and Jesse Lingard provided the wrong assist, and Young Boys in the 95th minute securing the winner thanks to Jesse Lingard was the biggest scalp, I would say, of game week 1. And United have to be kicking themselves. They have to feel disappointed because they were clearly the favorites going into this match. Even if they are down with 10 men, you expect them to at least dominate the ball, have some possession, make some good neat build up play. I never saw Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba, dominating the game in the second half. They were, chasing shadows at times. Most of the possession was with Young Boys, and the Young Boys literally played like mature men. There was nothing like, they were fearful or they were on the back foot. They were passive, nothing like that. They played with full of energy. They played proactive football, and that's what I expect newly promoted teams to be doing. And apart from them, if I move on to yesterday's night, we saw a very different Paris Saint-Germain. PSG, a team which has the stars like Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, they came against Club Brugge, and this was once again a very disappointing result for PSG. You are expecting that the first time, okay, we are seeing the stars on the game, yes, stars on the pitch in terms of Messi, Neymar, Mbappe. Everyone is, all the headlines, they've grabbed all the headlines almost everywhere across the world. And you are expecting a very dominating performance. But I'm sorry, I didn't see any of that. I saw glimpses of Messi. He hit the crossbar, very unlucky. And once PSG opened the scoring, it was a very good trickery by Mbappe on the left, and he pulled it back for Ander Herrera. And he has been very consistent this season. He has already scored 4 goals for PSG, and I expected them to actually control the game after they went 1-0 up. But credit to Club Brugge. They were always, looking to be pressing PSG without the ball. And I think their captain, I don't recollect his name, but he was one of their standout players. He only scored the equalizer, and what a well taken finish. From the left, the ball comes in, it's a cutback, and he has to adjust his body position and steer it towards goal. And he placed it perfectly. So I am so excited. I saw these two teams and I thought I will have to make this video. In the second half, we saw PSG were, non-existent. They were not being ruthless with the possession they had, and Neymar, Messi, both of them are dropping so deep when they need to be at least 20 to 30 yards further up the pitch. So it was a very conservative performance by PSG once again. And sometimes you have to question what are the tactics, what style of play is Pochettino expecting. He has a very experienced Messi, Neymar, and the pace of Mbappe. So it can threaten any opposition in world football. So if you expect these three to click, you need to ensure that the game is built around them and they get much more of the ball. But we didn't see that. We saw Club Brugge always pressing and they were dominating some possession as well. So it was really good to see the way they played. And I'm really excited going into game week 2 as well now, because these 2 days have been just frantic. Some really good results. We saw even Inter Milan, suffering a 1-0 defeat to Real Madrid in the 89th minute. It was a very, big blow for them in game week 1. And also we saw a repeat of the Istanbul final in 2005 between Liverpool and AC Milan. So it was once again, at Anfield, those famous Anfield nights as they call it, it didn't disappoint one bit. So I'm very excited with the way the matches have turned out. Some of them were, expected results. I had predicted Liverpool to win. I had predicted Inter Milan to, suffer a defeat. Real Madrid are too strong on paper. And I was expecting United and PSG again to win. But, as we all know, Champions League always throws its element of surprises. And this was one yet another surprise. So I won't be surprised if we get a few more surprises along the road this season. And guys, if what do you think? Do you think PSG or Manchester United will still qualify from the group stage? Will we see any upset and will we see new teams in the knockout phase? If you think so, please drop in your comments. I would love to know them. And for regular updates from the football world, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until next time, stay safe and take care.